below, doing a double reaction to the Nolan Wells case and a young man by the name of Daniel. R.I.P. young man. R.I.P.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got another story of a young black male. This has just been the year of I'm going to fuck around with black males. This time, it's a teen by name Nolan Wells. He goes and does something that usually most black folks know is a no-no. You go get on a boat surrounding bodies of water with multiple Anglo-Saxon Americans. And in this case, he was the lone African American with several Anglo-Saxon Americans. And why should MAGA and racist Republicans and anyone who claims they're not racist care about this? Because it matters. The justice matters. And I'm going to let you listen to this big homie right here, Big Lex Texan family, because MAGA would probably better hear it from him than me, no matter how educated I make it, no matter how many facts I give it. Listen to how he brought the story, and I think you will agree there's something fishy.
Nolan fucking Wells. What in the actual fuck is going on down in Mississippi? So listen, if you got a little time, let me walk you through this shit, because this shit's fucking wild. I try to stay out of it until you get all the details, but since they're circling the fucking wagons and refusing to help authorities, I'm gonna tell you what I think is going on. This picture right here, you will see Nolan and 4 of his friends that went on a boat party on July 4th. Only 4 of them returned without Nolan. His cell phone back to his mother. What the fuck? Claiming they haven't seen him since 3 p.m. These people right here remember seeing them partying and throwing beer cans and causing a ruckus and starting fights all the way up until 7:30 p.m. You want me to believe a friend of yours that you've known for years goes missing in Mississippi for hours and hours and hours, and you not only don't look for him, but then you go home without him, without calling the cops, and you just bring his phone back to his fucking mom? And then there's this video right here. Did you hear it? There is clearly an argument going on shore where they clearly say, fuck you, motherfucker, you're not getting on the boat. Even though they didn't have time to call the police or start an investigation right away, they had plenty of time to deactivate all their fucking social media. Not to mention, these little fuckers' parents are judges, doctors, and other high-ranking members of the community. Let me see if I can play out what exactly fucking happened here. Noah goes out on a boat with 4 of his friends. There is some sort of argument on shore. If a fight ensued, took him back out on the boat. I allegedly believe they did something to him. Then came back to the same spot they were in, partied all the way past 7:30 p.m. Have witnesses saying you were there, remember. Then brought his belongings back to his fucking mom. Look, I hope I'm fucking wrong here, but things aren't adding up. None of it makes fucking sense. None of it adds up to something benign happened. We all need to be saying his fucking name. Even if they didn't, fuck each and every one of them for abandoning their friend, not even searching for him so that they could drink and party the rest of July 4th away. Be careful who you choose for friends. I promise you, the only way a snake can fucking bite you is if it's right fucking next to you. Rest in peace, Nolan.
Shout out to that brother. Please go. His link is in the description. It bothers me because I'm a dad. And as a black parent, we've constantly having to tell our kids that they have to behave a certain way around white friends. And we don't like to say this because we do believe in equality, even though a lot of white people don't. But when we have our kids around white people and they're the only one amongst a bunch of white people, there's got to be a rule book you give them. Number one, you're not taking your ass on no boat, okay? Black folks done told you us going across bodies of water is not a good look for us, and especially when it's headed up by white people. So no more of that. And then you've got to always tell your kids to be mindful of their environments, because as this story unfolds, the fact that one of these other kids' parents is a judge You don't think they don't know the legal system? And this is Mississippi, where everything is going to be on the side of the white kids. Everything. That's number one. And to black families, you have got to do everything you can to try and protect these babies. This story is not adding up, ladies and gentlemen. Supposedly, he's intoxicated. He's getting a ride home. Well, if that's the case, why the hell do y'all have his phone? Riddle me that. Folks, let's see if we can get some justice. We're going to have to get Ben Crump, NAACP in here, because you know Trump ain't stepping in to help with this. The federal government ain't stepping in, and the state government ain't going to do much. So my heart goes out to that mom. No parents ever have to bury their child, and I feel for this kid. But you guys let me know what you think. How do you think this is going to play out? Will we get justice? Post your comments down below. Go follow my big homie Texan. Link in the description to that next video. I'm out.
Somebody for following a drowning of a black 18-year-old. I want you to go to the picture full mass. This story has been underreported, in my opinion. I'm taking you to the suburbs near Dallas, Texas. 18-year-old Daniel Irving went fishing with two friends at Lake Ray Rubbert, but he never made it back home. His friends also did not report his death, and his belongings were disposed of. Sounds familiar? There's more. He was on his school's swim team, although the medical examiner determined his cause of death to be an accidental drowning. We'll get into those details. Let's just say this on face value. He's on the swim team, and the cause of death was considered to be accidental drowning, but he's on the swim team. There's no arrest. There's definitely circumstantial evidence here because his belongings are not able to be found. Still, cause of death ruled to be self-inflicted, accidental. There's more. Put him up full mass. 18-year-old Lucas Roper and 17-year-old juvenile suspect were arrested after failing to report Daniel's death and allegedly tossing his belongings and deleting evidence from his cell phone. Once again, it sounds familiar. The pair were eventually arrested on charges of tampering with physical evidence, a third-degree felony. Police told ABC News on Monday. We're going to go to the arrest affidavit. According to the arrest affidavit, Irving visited Lake Ray Hubbard on the 14th of April with Roper and the 17-year-old juvenile on the day he went missing. The three jumped into the water from a railroad bridge near Miller Road, where Irving is believed to have drowned. After the teen drowned, Roper and the juvenile fled the scene, and Roper allegedly threw Irving's clothing into a tree line near the bridge. That's according to an arrest affidavit seen by the outlet. The juvenile also threw Irving's cell phone from the vehicle on Roper's orders, the affidavit alleges. Roper allegedly deleted communications with Irving from his cell phone because he, quote, was aware that there would be an investigation into Daniel Irving's death, and he did not want to get into trouble, end quote, the affidavit states. Roper allegedly admitted he panicked after Irving drowned during a voluntary interview with detectives. Now, keep in mind, everything that we're citing is based on the eyewitness testimony of individuals who would likely be the primary suspects in a murder, okay? Keep that in mind. There's a timeline to all of this. Timeline, April 14th. April 14th, Daniel's mother filed a missing persons report with the Raleigh Police Department after she did not or could not get in contact with her son, who had left with friends to go fishing. That's April 14th. 2 days later, April 16th. The Raleigh Police Department issued a community alert online detailing the disappearance of the teenager. Police said Daniel was without several personal belongings, including his driver's license and cash. Officials added that this was suspicious and uncommon behavior for Daniel per his family. Now, one day after that, April 17th, Daniel's body was recovered from the lake 4 days after he went missing. According to the family, the police department did not handle this case with any investigatory urgency. They did not utilize the aggression and the, well, power, the might of their investigative ability in order to find their son. So Daniel's family asserts this was mishandled. Quote, the family believes the urgency they requested was not met during the crucial or critical early stages of the investigation. End quote. Dominique Alexander, founder of the Next Generation Action Network, said in an open letter to the Dallas Police Department that has now taken over this investigation. Quote, in the time since, the silence and lack of communication have only deepened their worry that this case is not receiving the attention and diligence it demands. Before I continue, generally speaking, if somebody decides to destroy evidence, we would consider that in every jurisdiction to be evidence of a guilty conscience. That's how prosecutors would look at that case. You destroy evidence, you have a guilty conscience. Why would you destroy evidence if you did not have a guilty conscience? So destroying evidence can at times be utilized as the primary factor to get a conviction from somebody because they would not typically destroy evidence if they were not guilty of a crime. There's more. NBC Dallas Fort Worth. NBC Dallas Fort Worth also reports that, quote, Daniel's mother said the police said they were unable to ping her son's cell phone until after his body was recovered due to privacy laws. She and other family members questioned what they call a delay in notifying the public that he was missing. After Daniel's death, advocacy groups said one of the people Daniel was with before he died came forward and told police that what happened was an accident. End quote. Quote, Daniel left home with somebody, went out there to Ray Hubbard Lake with somebody, but nobody called his mother, nor called 911, end quote, Alexander said. Quote, they have been met with delays instead of accountability, end quote. As Daniel's family mourns his loss, they now have a legal team working to get some answers on their behalf. Doridia Law on Sunday said his law firm will facilitate an independent investigation into Daniel's death. Isn't it sad? Isn't it sad that these grieving, tax-paying family members have to hire independent counsel and independent investigators in order to get to the bottom of something that should be handled by the apparatus of law enforcement, because they do pay to have that service available to them. God forbid something like this ever happens. Now something like this has happened. They can't even depend on the money that they spend that's taken out of their check for their local service to do justice for their deceased son. There's more. The family's attorney added, quote, Daniel Irving was an honor roll student. He was a member of his swim team. He was strong. He was a strong, healthy young athlete. For these two suspects to say he drowned and they left, it doesn't add up. Something smells off to us. Yeah, it smells off to us as well. I want you to understand the people involved, the other teenagers. You're not talking about a 5-year-old. okay? You're talking about a juvenile at 17. You're talking about one that's older. You're talking about individuals who know better. And if it's purely an accident, you don't discard evidence as if you committed a crime. If it's an accident, you report it as an accident. You know better. The family obviously has to pay for these additional expenses and fees, et cetera, funeral services. We want to help as much as we can. If you can donate, the family does need assistance. Do the very best you can. We'll bring you updates as they come.
Please, y'all, be aware of y'all surroundings out there. Get a grip. Please, get a grip.